So what age you started playing?
About 20?
20?
Yeah, I'm playing about 37 years.
20. That's a little later than most folks.
Yeah, I didn't do the high school thing.
Okay, so you got into the sport like just going to the park?
I used to play other sports.
Other sports? Like what? Baseball? That was your main thing?
Yeah, that was my main thing.
But like once
you see it in some of my.
But let me ask you that. So once you got introduced to handball, you just stuck with it, right?
Yeah. The Chinese handball was probably the first introduction to
You said Chinese handball? It'd be like that. So 20 years old. So once you started playing handball, you dropped everything else.
Yeah, Chinese handball still kept running. Do little combat sports.
Wait, Chinese specifically? Why Chinese specifically?
Handball. Cuts, all that. That's how you know how to cut the ball.
But that's how you got introduced to it?
Yeah, Chinese handball. That's how you know how to cut it.
So Chinese handball, you was fucking everybody up, and then obviously you played regular handball.
Yeah.
What's your first part?
111 in Bushwick.
111 in Bushwick. Okay.
Yeah, junior high school 111 in Bushwick.
You played at the high school, but you never played in high school.
Oh no, my high school is Bryan High School in Queens.
Okay.
But no, I didn't. I went home. Went home back to Bushwick, ran around, did what I got to do, work and shit like that.
So what's your not fondest memory of handball, like earliest fondest memory of handball, like when it really started getting you, like, you know what, I love this. Westford?
When I lost in the open doubles, my first tournament at Westford. There was none but open doubles.
Right.
There was no, C's, B's, D's, E's, F's, whatever the fuck.
You joined your first tournament at Westford and you lost.
Oh yeah.
In the first, second, third round. How far did you? First round.
Yeah.
You played with your friend.
Good experience. Yeah. From Bushwick named Carlos. Lost to Mike Faustus and Irvin Irizarry. Good team. We lost to them. The winners of that tournament were Billy the Kid from Queens and Buddy Gant.
Billy the Kid. Okay.
Billy Howe, H-A-U.
Yeah, I know. I heard about Billy, but I'm new to school. I don't really know.
Big 19-year-old fucking diesel.
Okay.
Big, tall, husky fucking guy. He won it all. They were the dominant team when I went to West Fork. They were hard to beat. They took me out in the next tournament after that. Maybe second round, maybe.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right. So then West Fork became your
taken
part.
out was nice. It was a good learning experience, brother.
Okay. And West Fork became your part.
Yeah, West Fork was definitely my part.
Is it because all the top players were playing there, or
the history? You heard about it, so you got to go there to improve your game, get better.
So once you really got into handball, you saw everybody's at Westport, all the great. At the time you wouldn't consider them great because everybody's still starting off. You were at Westport, people were already like named players, like Gio Thao was in the rookies.
Oh hell no! Those guys came after.
Afterwards,
I'm 57.
okay.
These guys in their 30s.
But those guys was playing the same time you was playing at Westport, though, right?
Nah.
No.
When I was in my 40s, yes.
Oh, later on.
Yeah. Well, when I'm in.
You playing, bro?
Yeah, when I'm
playing?
late in my life. Yeah, Gio's what, 39? So I'm 18 years older than Gio. So he was 16, I think, when I met him. Yeah. Gio's been around a long time.
All right, so you the OG of these guys, man.
Oh yeah, I used to host tournaments for these guys.
Yeah, I remember. I saw some videos over there. Hell yeah.
Huge tournaments. Yeah, big ass tournaments.
Good tournaments.
Davito too. Davito was a Mir B when Dave Rojas brought him over. He won my spring warm-up singles at West Fork. 45 degrees, we get it in.
So listen, I'm obviously new in the scene. So like back then when you were just coming up, who were like the name players back then? Name a couple of them. Like, sure you could name all the greats that we really know, but like, what about the good?
Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
Who else?
Pravidi.
Okay.
Eddie Golden.
All right.
Irvin. Mike Faustus. Oscar.
Yeah, Mike's in Florida now, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Oscar the legend. Oscar the Jesus.
Oh, the cop.
The cop.
Right. That's actually my partner.
Yeah. Oh, today?
In general, like we played a couple tournaments.
Yeah. Him, Those are the names on the pyramid. So let's just go by that. There was a pyramid.
Okay.
A singles pyramid. And those guys' names were on the pyramid.
Gotcha.
So, therefore, since I'm starting out, those are the guys that you have to beat and get up to because your name will one day be on that pyramid.
So the main...
Emmett Fitzpatrick,
right.
Let's not forget him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My boy Eddie Fisher, I believe. Was Eddie, he passed away. May he rest.
How long you been playing handball? How many years?
37 plus.
How far do you think handball has come? And how far do you think it could go, if far at all?
Honest answer?
Yes, please. Keep it raw.
we keep losing tournaments. If you own the company, let's just suppose you own a company and you have 10 clients and you lose 5 clients. Is the company doing better or worse?
Worse.
We had Skybounce. Skybounce tournaments held in Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
No longer have that, do we?
No more Skybounce. Nope.
Red Bull.
Yeah. We don't got them. Red Bull was that sponsoring Timbo until like 2019, 2022.
Right.
But we lost Skybounce, we lost Red Bull, we lost Nike. Nike was in the crowd, right? In the business? Okay, so we're a failing business.
You know,
we're bankrupt.
But it's still fun, and it's keeping its head above water.
Okay.
But you have to, in order for your company to grow, you need to get more clients.
100%. Okay.
So you're stagnant.
So what do you think about the impact of like?
But it's still fun. Let's not forget about that.
Of course, because it's a sport.
Let's keep it fun.
Yeah, everybody still plays it. It's a sport. We love to play sports.
You still have the numbers.
Right.
But they're dwindling.
Okay.
As far as the ladies' participation goes, we know that's the numbers are.
Well, the ladies, yeah, that's yeah.
They were higher in my day, with T.T. Simmons and with Karen McConnell and with Gladys Miranda and all the ladies and Maggie Crespo and Lori Acevedo and yeah. So you had a lot of great women, and it's up to them to keep it afloat. Their divisions are really dying. Men's divisions, we still get it in. You still get your teams and your singles participants. So the men's division is still. Small ball is dying, unfortunately.
That's a whole different combo I would love to get into.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I feel like just to get into it briefly, I feel like high school small ball is killing the sport because a lot of newcomer kids, they find the sport too difficult once they get into it, and they don't stick with it because high school you only have the option to play small ball, you don't have the option to play big ball. Right. So like it kind of leaves out some players that don't ever participate, you know. So that's like a market they never really touch into, which I don't like. So low key, I feel like the high school system is kind of killing handball itself because you start off as a youth doing anything. So if you don't start it as a youth, you know, it's just gonna be in a decline regardless. But I mean, and at the same time, since they always had small ball in high school, there's not been an increase in small ball players regardless. So what's up with that? Isn't that funny though? Small ball, we don't have any increased amounts of small ball players, even though it's still implemented in the high school system. So they're not growing the sport at all. What's up with that?
No, that one, yeah, that's a whole different topic. We need to do a documentary on the depth of small ball. I've participated in small ball. I'm a small ball player.
All right.
Me and my man Francisco against Pee Wee and Lefty Willie and Joe Kaplan and Caesar. You know, I say us three because I feel we were the top 3 teams at one point, along with Victor Lopierre as well. And right now,
lefty, Victor Lopierre with lefty guy?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's nasty.
Yeah. So we were competing when small ball was real, where the ball hurt, the ball was heavy and it hurt.
Back when people used to put coins underneath their gloves and stuff.
Some did. So I never did. I didn't even wear Linux.
Oh wow.
But the point is, there were no compromises then. This is the ball and it's heavy and it hurts. Play with it and deal with it.
Right. Okay.
Techniques to lessen the blow of it. They have changed the balls twice or 3 times. USHA has, and in hopes that the numbers will grow, the number of participants, and it's gone the opposite way. No one play. The ball is soft, and no one's playing in it. Still, people keep dropping off, and it's not up to the 50-year-olds to keep handball alive. It's up to the 20-year-olds and the 30-year-olds, not the 50-year-olds. We did our time. We played for 20 plus years. Eventually, we're going to stop playing or competing in tournaments because we don't want to keep waiting around.
But regardless, like I was saying, the small ball amount of players that we still have high school teams that played.
Yeah.
A lot of high school teams still play. But that still makes no sense. The players' number is not increasing, even though it's still.
How many players are there that play Big Blue?
A lot more than small ball.
So get into small ball, brother.
Get into small ball?
Sure, you have the swing, you have the fury, you have everything you need.
But nobody plays small ball.
The tournaments are still happening. The Nationals is coming right around the corner.
Once a year, twice a year?
I dig it.
Okay.
We do what we can.
Participating is one thing, sure. I'll do it. But like
you'll get better at it, you'll be a natural at it.
But I'm talking about like the growth of the sport, which is small ball's not.
It isn't. But it starts with you growing it. It's not you personally, you and your friends.
Of course, but the same thing could apply to big ball or the handball in general.
Yes,
but it's not
you're already
growing.
doing that. You guys have 100 to 200 players, I would say, right? How many
Okay.
people compete in the King of the Court, which you've done really well? I say
hundreds.
100 plus.
Yeah.
Right. You get 25% of those 100 plus to join a small ball tournament.
Okay.
25 out of 100 to join the small ball tournament. You have a full bracket with the other small ball players.
Eddie, I'm confused now. We're talking about small ball that's decreasing.
Right.
Like we don't have any increase in small ball players, but you're telling me to play small ball.
Yeah, because I didn't play small ball a day in my life. I played big blue for many, many years. And then my partner said, "Yo, play small ball. Let's go."
But you agreed with me that schools should transition from small ball to big ball for the sake of the sport.
Because small ball is dying, so let's not give back. Let's not keep giving back to those high school kids that once they graduate high school, they're no longer interested in competing.
Yeah, so I don't think
Because if you go to the Mayor's Cup, it used to be called the Mayor's Cup. It's
Right.
called the
it's the intercity
some shit council.
Speakers Cup or
held
something.
by Paul Williams, which is a great guy, great
Yeah.
organization, the Inner City Handball
Yeah,
Association.
he's been involved in the handball community for a
So
long
if
time.
you show up to that tournament at Central Park, you have hundreds of players, small ball,
Okay.
because
That's
not
true.
only for
That's
his
true.
event, only for his event.
Okay.
But when it comes to the nationals, those same ICHA players from the high schools, they're not competing in the USHA anymore. They used to. I don't know what happened. They used to.
So
I don't know
what you're really saying is that we do have a large amount of small ball players.
Yeah, you're one of them too. You're
Sure.
a natural small ball player.
Sure.
If you give it a shot.
Yeah, I play small ball. I actually do play small ball.
Look at that.
Okay. Yeah. So getting into small ball would be beneficial for the sport?
Yeah, you guys have to keep it alive. No matter what.
But you say keep it
a form of
alive.
handball, because it's really dying, bro.
Well, that goes back to my original thing. Going to small ball wouldn't be the way to grow the sport.
Yeah,
It would be.
sure. We can't rely on the high school players to grow it. So we got to go with the current big group players that show up to every tournament. You played in about 10 tournaments last year?
Me? I
Yeah.
played tournaments every weekend.
Minimum 10, you would say, last year.
Minimum 50.
Okay, you get my point. How many small ball?
None.
It starts with you.
Okay.
It starts with you. The growth of handball
Interesting.
starts and ends with you. Let's not rely on others.
Okay.
They have no interest in even playing big blue. These same high school players don't want to even play big blue. Agree? You don't see them on the circuit.
I don't agree.
Rarely. There's only a few. And I'm talking the majority. I'm not talking about one or two. There's one or two.
It's debatable. I don't know much about that.
Right. But the people that you compete against, usually you know them from other parks, other tournaments, not really from a high school.
Okay.
You've been out of high school a few years now.
Oh yeah, a long time.
Right. So, as a matter of fact, you were part of the clinics or the tournaments that World Boy used to hold.
I joined a couple. Yeah.
And I was
Roughing.
me, Larry, China.
Yeah.
You know, and I will bring some of the other guys, reps from West Forth.
Okay.
So we were part of that whole thing. So World Boy did its best, and they did a great job growing the sport. We had clinics, mentorships, we had tournaments, free of charge, mind you.
Yeah, it was.
Red Bull as well, right?
Yeah.
World Ball with Red
Yeah.
Bull. So they did a lot for the game to grow it. And you were one of the players that joined those tournaments.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because I remember you from that. So it all starts with
So
the
let
current players.
me make a statement, and you agree or disagree or whatever your answer is, or your response is. So, us big blue players should transition into small ball,
Yes, sir.
or at least participate in the small ball events to keep the sport alive.
Yes, sir.
Not just small ball, but handball in a whole.
Sure. If you can compete in a 3-wall tournament or 4-wall tournament in New York, I'm not saying go to Tucson, Arizona for these events. You know, go out of your way. People have lives here in New York, but sure, why not? Give it a go. Why not? What do you have to lose, right? By playing in a small ball tournament, you might surprise yourself.
The
And
option.
okay, can I
Yeah.
say one thing?
Yeah.
You know Edwin,
Yeah.
Billy Ball, Edwin.
Yeah.
Never played big blue. Played big blue only, right? So he joined a small ball tournament a few years ago. Never played there a day in his life. He took second place.
Who
in
took
singles.
first?
Taiwan. Another one who was new to the game, to the sport, and Edwin. Edwin beat some veterans in that tournament as well.
I can imagine because Taiwan's a little older than Edwin. Edwin's my age. We're like 24, 25.
Yes,
And Taiwan, I believe, maybe in his 30s.
sure.
Okay.
Edwin's also from Bushwick, Knickerbocker Park, up
Right.
the block from where
Yeah.
I started playing.
Maria Hernandez, yeah.
Maria Hernandez Park,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, we still call it Knickerbocker Park.
Right,
I'll tell you
Knickerbocker.
all the story about that one off camera, about Maria Hernandez Park. Why it was named Maria Hernandez. I knew the person. I knew her son.
Oh, for real? That's interesting. Okay. God bless her soul. That's an interesting take. Get into small ball, 3-wall, 4-wall, and it will.
But we start with the small ball, 1-wall. You'll love it. You'll enjoy it.
Okay. I play 3-wall, 4-wall as well. I play all of it.
You have a lot of skill.
Sure.
You'll transition into that easily because of the whip and you
Yeah, natural whipper. Yeah.
and you're and you display fury on the court.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm not talking about bad behavior. I'm talking about you strike the ball with good intent
Gotcha.
or with
Gotcha.
mean intent.
Thank you. Okay. It's an interesting take. Because I was going to say something before we got into this small ball topic is that, so, we're a dying business, but once in a while we get a situation like this.
Wonderful. Yes.
Right? Low sponsor, somebody's doing a great event that nobody else is doing at the moment.
Sure.
Helps out the community, makes the community look great.
Sure.
How much is this contributing to our sport?
A lot. Again, as a business, right? You lose some clients and then you gain some. Keep replenishing the client base, right? It starts here. He may tell some friends they might be interested in doing
So
promotion.
once they see this, right.
So-
Right. Okay.
So
Interesting.
this is great.
So we're a dying business. We're holding on, and we're gonna hold on pretty tight.
Listen, King of the Court will still have 100+ players.
It was looking a little weak last year and the year before that, barely 100.
I dig it. 100 this year again, guaranteed. Carlos Santana, who I know for many, many years. I got pictures of me and him in the early 90s. Okay.
Carlos is the man.
So, I mean, he came around in his cop uniform. I put my son in cop uniform. He came to see me in Bushwick. Him and Buddha, they came to see me. They drove in the cop car, came to see me. They know where I'm at. I had my baby in my arm, my little son named Logan. I put him right in their arms. So,
Good guys, man.
Yeah,
Carlos, just like all you guys, contributed so much to the sport. It's literally unbelievable. I gotta tell you, Eddie, small ball, all this is good options, but I still don't see how we could lift up the sport. You know what I'm saying? But you do make good points where things like this is helping.
and as long as you, your friends, the other people keep showing up to tournaments, Hamburg will never die in New York. It's up to you guys. It's not up to any 60-year-olds to continue to compete in tournaments, right?
Well, it is in a sense where like the 60-year-olds paved the way for us, and we gotta pave the way for the later generations.
My whole point. So it's
Yeah.
up to you guys.
Okay,
We passed the baton.
absolutely.
I passed the baton to Gio. Gio and them has to pass the baton to you. You're in your 20s. They're in their 30s.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So they have to mentor you as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And I see you've won a tournament with Avito,
Yes.
AMB,
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago. I can't recall.
2023.
Okay,
2 years ago.
great job.
Thank you.
You played with a superstar there, and he's a great guy, by the way. He's a great ambassador.
Amazing,
He'll
yes.
teach you anything you want to learn.
Oh yeah.
Any hooks, any drops, you name it. Punch serve, you name
Yeah.
it. That whatever. Footwork, you name it. It's all there, and he'll help you with that. Teach you. He'll add to what you got. And
Okay.
he's a humble guy. He's always looking for help as well. Trust me, he's a listener.
Yeah.
He's a listener.
My dilemma is, Eddie, I'll tell you, is that we'll do things how it's always been going, as in like in a good way, sportsmanship way, showing like, when kids come to the park, we'll let them play, we'll play with them, and we'll encourage them to play handball. We'll do all the things you guys pass along, right? But what my true dilemma is, what am I looking to do that will ultimately make the handball world thrive like never before? That's the ultimate dilemma right now. So that's why I was asking you, is the small ball the way to go? It's a good option, and I'll say it is a good option. I don't think it should die out. Absolutely not. It's not a sport that deserves to die out at all.
Right. No handball variations of that.
Yeah, because handball, 4-wall, 3-wall, wherever you go in the world, they have a variation of that sport where they dominantly play that only. 3-wall, 4-wall in different states, they dominantly only play that.
They have a circuit.
You're right, exactly.
They have a
In
circuit.
New York, 1-wall is the dominant form. You're right, yeah. So all those should definitely be in continuation as long as we play handball. But yeah.
And for your personal growth, I say get into small ball.
Okay.
Personal growth as a player.
Okay.
It's gonna add a nuance to your big blue game. That I promise you. You're gonna notice the ball hooking on your serve more and doing volleys if you join the small ball. And also just we can't continue to let Big Blue thrive, which it is. It's still doing well, although we lose some clients. Keep hope alive and
keep hope alive at the end of the day.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You showing up here. Like if none of you show up, right?
Yeah. Like today,
like
today, everybody showed up. You're right.
But
You're
you guys
right.
always show up to tournaments.
Yeah.
You guys do a good job of promoting, putting it on a live feed for everyone else to enjoy. And like me, that I may not want to travel everywhere nowadays. I've done my share of traveling for handball.
Of course.
Usually PA and Florida.
Okay. Florida's an amazing place to play handball. Oh my God.
in Miami.
They call it handball heaven for a reason over there. It's amazing over
I
there.
played in Hollywood as well. Yeah.
Hollywood. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
But Miami, when they had the GPC, was it the Florida Truck Repair Center?
Okay.
Tournaments, the 5Gs, 10Gs,
Yeah.
15Gs, 25Gs.
Now next gen handball, a new face of handball, doing little things for handball, making events.
So what's his name?
Next gen handball.
No, what's the organizer's name?
Peter Pinto.
Yeah, I see him. The guy in Florida.
Yeah,
He was on
he's a new face. Well, he's not a new face literally, but like he's doing something with handball now. Next generation handball is called. That's
He's doing a good
interesting.
job. Seems like a great guy. Humble and willing to grow the sport with help.
It seems like he generally wants the sport to grow, which is good.
So that's and he was responsible for Florida versus the world.
Yeah, yes, he was. Yeah.
Good job.
All right, thanks, Eddie. I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay, baby.
Appreciate your time. Appreciate you. Thank you.